Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I may sound a little different. I have had to move from my MacBook, which is very old and may finally be giving up on me, to my desktop PC. Different mic, different setup for editing. Hopefully you guys can still hear me very clearly. I am already behind in getting these out for you, so thankfully I was able to get my files off of my laptop and get them on my desktop so that I'm able to edit and create. I have several videos that I am going to try to get out to you this week. So we are using House Mouse Designs. This is from Spellbinders, and this one is called Party Parade. I love it. These adorable little mice, they're getting ready to march onto some great party somewhere. I have gone ahead and stamped this out on some Nina Desert Storm cardstock. I wanted something not quite so stark in the background, so rather than white, I decided to go with this nice neutral beige. And I've stamped this out using my intense black ink. I'm going to color this in with some Prismacolor colored pencils today. And I do have all the colors written down for you. So for their little face and ears and hands and those little tummies that are sticking out there, I am using a mix of 1080 and 1017. And then here, as I'm going to get started on the fur, I'm using a mix of 4 different browns. We've got 943, 1074, 941, and 947. And as I place those down, I'm just going to do little dots and dashes with each color and kind of mimicking the lines here of the fur, kind of all every which way to make them look nice and fluffy. I'm then going to pull in some bright colors for our party supply. So I've got red in 921 and 923, yellow in 916 and 917, green in 989 and 913, and blue in 992 and 1006. I will pull in a very light gray, almost white, which is 289, and a black 935. So I've sped this up quite a bit for you. I've got it at 400%. I wanted to leave in the full coloring for those of you that enjoy this. You can see how I've blended everything together to create our scene. And I'm going to go ahead here, turn up the music, let you enjoy this, and then I will meet you back towards the end as we finish up actually creating the final card. So as I'm finishing up this sort of grass bottom here, I am going to just create a few blades of grass that are sticking up to give a little bit added dimension to this. And then you'll see I have strategically left these 2 balloons empty because I'm going to pull in some ephemera from a very old birthday party set of paper packs that I had. And I thought those would really stand out nicely, give a little extra pop to the front of our card. So we're going to go ahead here and stamp out our inside sentiment. And I'm going with the "It's Time to Celebrate." I love the font that they used for this. I think this is really pretty. And of course, we are on our Nina paper and we're stamping that out with some intense black ink. I'm going to pop this whole panel up using some Scotch foam tape. Make sure that's down nice and tight. I'm going to run my bone folder over the back of that. And then I pulled out a black card base. I thought that looked really nice with our black lines, just to pull in a little bit more of that darker color, kind of give us a good base here. I had a little tiny speck of red sticking out of my balloon there, so I'm just going to erase that away quickly, peel away the backing of that foam tape, and we're going to pop this on the top of our card base. Again, running my bone folder over the back, make sure that's down nice and tight. We're going to add some ATG to our inside panel and place that down as well. Lastly, we'll go ahead and attach these balloons. So I'm going to add a little bit of art glitter glue. The first one I'm placing down is a cardstock, so there's nothing behind that for any type of stick on it. And then the second one is sort of like it's like a button, so it does have some sticky behind it, but with those I always try to add a little bit of extra glue just to make sure that that sticky is gonna hold, and especially because, as I said, this is a pretty old collection. It's been sitting in my stash for a while. Just making sure that's lined up. And then as I was looking through what I had left over, I did still have some stickers, some clear stickers with some pretty, these same bright colors on them. So I pulled out one of the flags, just laid that on top here, and it's perfect. It's the perfect size for this little guy to be carrying. So we're going to add that into his hand with his little balloon string, and that'll give us a little more pop of that blue color as well. And that will complete our card for today. Here are a few close-ups of the finished card. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I've used. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.